Hello, I hope you are well, and today we will be working on a new repository. So the repository we'll be working is part of my organization PH7CMS, and we will be focusing on the secure password generator. So this library is nice, however it's not that secure. Indeed, it doesn't use the cryptographically secure INT random, so it uses array rent. And if you go to the documentation of array rent, you see it's like empty rent or rent. It's a good function, but when you are dealing with passwords, well, you know, some hackers might guess what kind of password it is because it's not cryptographically secure. You have to be careful when you are dealing with sensitive data such as passwords. So this is why they recommend us to use random INT. However, random INT is only available since PHP 7, and this library, I have made that library to be compatible with PHP 5.6. So how can we do it? You see, 5.6. So how can we do it? Well, we will have to polyfill that function. So what does that mean? Polyfill, it means we will use a function made specifically like with the same level of the language PHP 5 with the same function. So because random INT is not available in PHP 7, we have to find a way to use the same function in PHP 5. So this library, what it does, it just supports the more or less the same feature of that function available in PHP 7, but it uses other functions inside of that function available in PHP 5 already. So we will use that one. The first thing I will be doing is to clone my repository. So probably you have heard a lot of polyfill when you are dealing with JavaScript, because with JavaScript you have a lot of functions, a lot of language features not available yet in the browser's JavaScript engine. So you have to use polyfill, so you can use those functions, those new functions, but after there's a compiler that changes all of them in the native compatible JavaScript version, understandable for your web browser or for the majority of the web browser available out there, where they don't support the newer JavaScript version yet. And this is exactly what we are doing with PHP. So I will first clone that one, and I will go cd git clone and the repository. Perfect. And then I will install that one. I will install this package. So to install this package, well, it's easy. You just do composer require here, this one. So I will go inside of that repository. I'm really sorry, there's a racing at the moment in the city. So it's Adelaide 500, and this is why it's really noisy. So then I will install the package here, and thanks to that package, we are able to use random INT inside of our project. Even if it only supports PHP 5.6, it will just fake that function basically. So let's have a look inside. Maybe it uses OpenSSL or different functions, you see. So it will check if the function is available, and this is what it does. Because we don't have that function, it will use a lot of different functions. Obviously the code is much bigger, but while we are not on PHP 7, we have to find a way to have the same feature of what does random INT, so we are cryptographically secure. Now the library has been installed, and we can do a git add with pflag to see what has been changed. You can see we have now the random compact library, so we will add that one. I will already commit that one, so we'll do add use random compat, nearly there, compat to be randomly crypto. So I will just check crypto because cryptographically secure, just for the spelling it's double L, yes. So I will also rename the branch name while I'm here. It's a good practice to do that. So we'll just do git branch, because maybe for you it's just the main branch, but for me I like now to use the branch. I like to have main branch instead, and after later we'll remove it on GitHub as well. I will do that later. And then you can see if I do git branch and I only have the main branch. And then finally, wow, it's really noisy today. And finally, I will go to my code, obviously, because if I do ls, I will go to src, and here ls generator, and then where it is, it's in password. So we'll just open that file. Now the file is opened, and here what I will do, the changes I will do is here basically, because there we still use array wend, and as we know, array wend, well, is not secure because it's not cryptographically secure. So how we can change it? First of all, we will use the random int. So random int, and because we are not on PHP 7, like I said, it will be fine because we have used our library. So if I go composer, if I open composer.json, you will also see we support at least PHP 5.6. So here what I will do, I will use keys, I will do 0, and then I will do max key index, maybe let's do int key index, that sounds better. And here I will do int key index equals count, and there I will have obviously the keys, and I will do -1 because an array is from 0 to the maximum, but count will return the size of the array. So all of the keys, the amount of indices from 1 to the maximum number. So because for us we start with 0, we have to do count and then -1, and we are about to use the same convention because here I just did int key index. However, as you can see in the code, we always start the first letter with the type of the variable. What does it contain? Here it's an integer, so it will be I int key index, and there is the same I int key index because it's an integer. And why we have count there and not inside? We could have done like this, just like that. However, because we are in a for loop, it's for optimization purposes. I mean, just to make it quicker and more efficient, it's always a good idea to not call the same function multiple times. If we don't have to count, we don't have to call it inside of the for loop because the value will still be the same. So it's better to have it outside of the for loop. Otherwise, we'll just run the same function. Like, it depends the length of the password. It can be 12 times, 20 times. If we request, by default is 12, but maybe it will be 20 times, and so it's better to have the count function outside of the for loop. So it will be like this, and then I will also use I for integer and key index, and normally that will be it. And random int will be, if we are on PHP 5.6, it will be from the new library we just have installed there, and now we can just test it. So I will just see my changes, and you can see, or maybe I didn't, yeah, I saved the file, perfect. So I will, yes, so now it has been saved, and then we can say use random int, perfect, and poly file random int. And here I will just do for cryptographically secure values. I will add a new message like the body of our git commit, and here to be for cryptographically secure passwords. Beautiful, like this. And now we can test it. So I will do composer install first to install all of the dependencies. I think it has been already installed when I did install the package earlier. You see here. So now we can do vendor bin PHP unit, and we can run PHP unit. All of my tests passed, so I can I will also update the README to mention that now it's cryptographically secure. It's a good addition, so we can mention this, a simple way to generate secure random passwords. Simple rules. Secure random cryptographically secure password. Perfect, like this. Beautiful. So now we also update the README. Mention that the library now generates. Mention that now the library now generates cryptographically secure passwords. Perfect. And I can push this. Beautiful. And now I will go to Chrome. I will go to my library again. So it's here. And there I can see I have a new branch, because I renamed my branch to be main instead of master. Here I will have to change the default branch. So in settings, probably you don't have to do this. It's because this repository is a little bit old, and now for obvious reasons we tend to name our branch main or trunk. So depends. So it can be main vs trunk git branch, like this, you see. So it really depends what you prefer. Here's main, and I will add some rules as well, just to make it more secure. So we won't be able to do push force, or I have to verify my account. Alright, so 15, perfect. Now we can just go to branches here. Beautiful. And then here I can remove the branch name master, because we don't need it anymore. And now we will just have main or sum here. I will just mention that it has been fixed. So the commit was, which one was it? This one. Now fixed by, and the other commit where we did install the package, sorry. So it's by this, and perfect. Awesome. Beautiful. So this has been done. You see, it's quite easy, and now we are using the new package. And yeah, we can also mention here what we mentioned in on our README, just to update the composer.json here, like this. And then there I can also mention some new keywords here, and I will go to quickly. So what else we can mention here? We can go to packages, and in packages we will just see what's the keywords, the most used keywords. So we can have a look here. Cryptographically secure and cryptography. So we just do this and then secure passwords. Perfect. So now we can add more keywords for packagist. Perfect. So now we can see the div here. You see I have just added a few, and here we just do simple way to for PHP 5.6. Awesome. And yeah, I will just commit that, and now if I go back to my terminal, I can update my branch 2 by doing a git pull. And normally now I have the changes mentioned, or not yet, origin main. Let's see, now I should have it. Oh yeah, beautiful. You see, I see the changes. So if I do git log one line, it will be easier to see. You see, that's my changes. Awesome. So this has been done. So well done. Congratulations. You have seen how you can do this really easily, how you can change a library with new changes, and how to add easily new things inside. So for us, it was just to change our library to be more secure by using random int, and we had a constraint which was the PHP version. Because it wasn't available, we had to find another way so we could polyfill the random int with compact that library. So with this one, with random compact, and now it's working well. At least our unit tests are passing, but I believe it's I will test it later on and I will let you know if it doesn't work, but I'm sure it does. So have a nice day and see you later. Oh, and by the way, one last thing I would like to do is to create a new version, because it's nice to have something done for us. It's nice we have added new features, but if we don't release it, it's a bit pointless. So we do 1.3, let's say, .0, because, well, we add a new way to randomly generate passwords. So this is nice. It's not breaking changes. There are no breaking changes. However, because now it's cryptographically secure, it's good to say 1.3. So it's not v2. It's just 1.3 instead of 1.2.1. So for us, it will be 1.3.0. And there, what we were doing, yeah, we have the name. The name is, so we'll do like this. So today is December 3rd, 2022. Perfect. And then what else do we have? Yeah, that's it. We can also add an emoji just to make it more fun. A party emoji again. And then now the library is using, so it's random compact is using the is polyfilling the random int to be graphically secure. So it's not yeah, let's just do random int. I will just search here on Google. Awesome. Crypto, I'm sure one day I will remember to spell that one. Crypto to be cryptographically secure. Thanks to compact, random compact, and here to be like this, so random compact. Perfect. That's for the limb. In order to keep the support with PHP 5.6. Perfect. And now we can publish it. You see, as simple as this. Oh, we did a mistake with the tag, apparently. Let's see what didn't go right. But apparently the tag was not right. I'm just looking for something else. Right, so here my internet is a little bit slow. Maybe I will just use my internet from my phone. Oh no, here it is. So what? Oh yeah, here I think, I don't know, maybe when I went back with the browser, the tag just disappeared. So yes, we can submit the new version, and then it will be available on Packagist. So let's just wait, and then here, after, when I will search for PH7 software password generator, you will be able to see the new version. I will still share the internet. I will just hotspot my internet, so that way it will be a little bit quicker. So here, let's search for that one, and now normally it has been submitted. Let's see. Oh yeah, it did, because did it or not? Yes, it did. So it did work. We can close that one, and you can see the tag 1.3. We don't have the convention here of having v as a prefix, so we just do 1.3.0, and here we can see that's a new version. So now when we will install that one, the new version will be installed. Beautiful.